I say small people like you and me will be fearless for eternity. Beaches giving the bag.
Jamaica, make we do the right thing. Make we live good today for a better tomorrow. Talk it out. Don't fight it out. The time by the Ministry of National Security is
6:30.
The celebration was a vibrant display of national pride, cultural heritage, and community spirit. It also included parades, concerts, and various cultural exhibitions that showcased Jamaica's rich history and artistic talents. Jamaica's Independence Day is not just a public holiday, it is a profound occasion that is celebrated by Jamaicans at home and abroad. This evening, we will delve into the expression of national identity that is part of our culture as Jamaican people. We'll talk to the festival queen, Omalora Wilson, and a lady who goes by the name Candy, who won the festival song competition. All this and more right after this. Welcome back. This is Lead Story on CVM TV. My name is Nika Lewis, and we are speaking to the festival queen winner in just a few seconds. Her name is Omalora Wilson. We want to show you first the crowning moment for this queen.
Miss Jamaica Festival Queen tonight. Come on. Winner of most culturally aware, most active in the community, best performance from the parish of St. Elizabeth, Omalora Wilson. Miss Jamaica Festival Queen 2024, Omalora Wilson.
There you have it, the crowning of the Jamaica Festival Queen, Omalora Wilson. She will be joining us now via Zoom, and we also have another guest later on in the show. Her name is Camila Candy Isaacs. But for now, it's just us and the Queen. So welcome, Omalora Wilson. So much happened on that night. What's the feeling like today?
Listen, I'm still lost for words. I'm still elated about just being able to represent my culture and my land that I love. It's a feeling of pride, and it's a feeling of just being overwhelmed with just gratitude in my attitude. Absolutely.
Congratulations from CVM TV. But we also note that on the night of such a grand event, what was going on in your mind, Omalora?
Well, to be honest, I am competing against 12 other phenomenal ladies representing their parish. And so in your mind, you're saying to yourself that what you're doing is not just for yourself, you're doing this for your parish, your community, your family. And so in my mind that night, all I could focus on is representing and representing well. Give it 100%. It doesn't matter what the judges think. It doesn't matter what the crowd thinks. It's just about how you feel when you're representing the people that you love. So honestly, I was going through my head just representing and representing well.
Omalora, what I noticed was that you copped several sectional prizes, among them most culturally aware. That is one of the heaviest weighted sectional prizes. How did you feel when you heard your name being called for those prizes, and what did it mean for you at that point?
Like, I was so lost for words, because the truth is, I didn't expect the award. I went into the pre-judging and, I answered the questions to the best of my abilities. But, you have that sense of nerves going through you because you don't know if you're doing this right or wrong. So you hear that you're most culturally aware, you feel you feel successful because you know that you represented yourself well in the interviews. So, like, just hearing that I got most culturally aware behind stage, I was like, thank you, Jesus. This is my moment. So I think, that's how I feel. I still think about it today, and I'm just, I've lost a word.
Just remind our audience, Omalora, of the other sectional prizes you copped, and then we'll talk a little bit about your performance and your final question that was for you, the moment, I presume.
Yes. Well, I would have gotten most culturally aware, most active and involved in community. And of course, I would have gotten best performance. I got 3 of the 6 sectional prizes that evening.
I gather at that point you knew you had it in the bag.
I didn't. I'm going to be 100% honest, I didn't. And it was just on the basis that when I was at Parish, I didn't get 2 out of those 3 hours and I still was successful. So I wasn't saying, I got all 3, I'm good to go. You never know who is at 1 point behind you or 0.5 behind you. So it all comes down to how well you answer your question to time your A game. I
sense the excitement still is all over the place, but I'm going to ask you to take a quick break with me, Omalora. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Absolutely.
With City and Guilds International Skills Certificates at IIRQ Academy. In 2 to 3 months, get qualified in welding, fabrication, and pipework, carpentry, construction, painting and decoration, and plant maintenance. No subjects required, no age limits, no entrance test. Register this week and get 2 subjects for free. Online face-to-face evening and Saturday classes begin very soon. Starting soon at IIRQ, 9 to 18 months, advanced diplomas and associate degrees in motor vehicle repairs, electrical and electronic engineering, and logistics supply chain management. Call us at 876-322-4029. Visit us at 32 Hope Road, Kingston, 1 Perry Road, Montego Bay.
Central Expressions, your best source for business, tourism, and entertainment. Tune in to Central Expressions on CVM TV Sundays at 3 p.m. Repeat Fridays at 9 a.m. Central Expressions is brought to you by the Gulf View Hotel in the heart of Jamaica, from the hearts of Jamaicans. The Orbin Group, Real Essence Media, National PC Bank, Central Expressions. Your voice, your culture.
For a number of young people, agriculture has lost its appeal. What policies and public education strategies would you put in place to encourage more young people to go into agriculture?
Thank you for that question. Good evening. Childhood institutions about the idea of eating what you plant and becoming a true product of Jamaica. I also believe that policies such as providing grants and scholarships to children in Jamaica who want to further their education in agriculture would be a phenomenal step by our government to ensure that Jamaica stays the land of wood and water, because we produce the best food in the world. Thank you.
Well, there you have it. That was the question that was asked of the new festival queen, the reigning queen, Omalora Wilson, at the coronation this year in the JCDC competition. Omalora is our guest in this segment of Lead Story, and she joins us again. Welcome back, Omalora.
Thank you so much for having me again.
So I know that you responded to that question. The crowd erupted and you won in the end. Where does Omalora go from here?
Well, for one, giving this title means that I must execute my community project, and I want to do that and have Jamaica behind me 100% supporting inclusion in our culture. So my project is Signed Seal Jamaica, And the intention is to partner with Sign Clubs of Jamaica to initiate sign language or sign clubs across primary and early childhood institutions so that our children can be, I want to say, influence or understand the idea of sign language and why it's so important in terms of communication, in particular for the deaf community. I also wanted to add a cultural touch to that. So I want these children to be able to even put parts of their culture through sign language. I wanted to be able to even sign a poem or a folk song or anything like that while being able to engage in this language form. And why I'm doing this is because I want, as the generation goes, that we become more understanding and accepting of the idea that our culture is inclusive and it's not just limited to one set of Jamaicans. There's a reason why we say out of many, one people. So I want that to happen. I want children to learn that our country is diverse and we accept all, no matter how you look or how you sound or how you operate, whether you're disabled or able. I also want to get my young people actively involved in culture. I find that to be a difficulty that we find at the university level, at any tertiary level, to be honest, and just amongst young people in the communities also. We're not as active and engaged in our culture as we ought to be. And while globalization, modernization happens, you still have to integrate your culture as we move along. If we don't know who we were, we won't understand who we are.
Indeed. Well, Omalora, before Festival Queen, we know you were an advocate for many things, among them university students at the University of the West Indies, Mona. Talk to us about life before the Festival Queen and what you hope to do with this title even after you've given it over.
Well, before Festival Queen, I would have served 4 years on the UWI Guild Council. That is the leading student governing body in the Caribbean, the UWI Guild. Well, the UWI Guild at that, because we're across the 5 campuses. And I would have gotten the opportunity to create history to become the first woman to ever be elected twice at UWI campus. And with that, you got more of an understanding of all the issues that young people face in society, whether it's within formal education systems or outside of the education system. You have first-hand touch of that. And because of that, I would have been able to understand how my young people operate and what is important for young people. And not only that, I also got the understanding to grasp the issues that women and young girls face in society too. And so putting that knowledge that I have as Guild President and merging that with my crown title now as Festival Queen, I am able to understand the culture of Jamaica and the Caribbean by large, and to be able to use my platform to address these issues and to get Jamaicans actively involved in addressing these issues. And what I want to do is that when I leave this crown and I hand it over, that the Miss Festival Queen competition is not just, well, it was never about just beauty. It's always about beauty and brains and community involvement. But we know that we have more young people being active to address the issues that we have as a society, so our culture continues to grow in a positive way. So I think that's what my merging will happen. That will happen through my merge of position that I've held. And of course, I look forward to seeing great things from myself during this tenure.
I have to ask it. St. Elizabeth, recently struck and destroyed by Hurricane Beryl, and now as the Miss St. Elizabeth turned Festival Queen, what does your coronation mean to the people back home in St. Elizabeth?
It means that there is a ray of light in the midst of the storm, to be very honest. When I was crowned, when I actually came out to represent my parish, St. Elizabeth was behind me strong. They love me, they appreciate me, they know where I was from high school day, and so them stand behind me, I'm their girl. But it's when I was crowned, they knew that this is a representation that through everything that we're going through, St. Elizabeth people will thrive because we're resilient. And so you send your best girl up here to represent that your parish is standing strong. And I feel as if St. Elizabeth people are filled with pride right now. They're proud to know that the crown is coming back to the Breadbasket Parish, having just been the second person to ever be given this esteemed crown. And I feel as if what this will do is serve as a motivation and encouragement to the St. Elizabethians that we can build and we can go forward. So trust me when I say they're down there celebrating. They can't wait to see me. I can't wait for my homecoming. I'm just getting all the necessary things started out here in Kingston for a head back to my Breadbasket Parish. When we tell you, say, when I tell you they're proud of their St. Elizabeth girl.
Indeed. Well, congratulations again, and thank you so much again for joining us, Omalora Wilson, the National Festival Queen 2024. Thanks again. We take a quick break. More after this.
The time by Grace. Taste that moves you is
6:45.
Celebrate our emancipendence and our athletes in Paris this Saturday at Sugar Lifestyle's family-friendly Art and Lifestyle Expo at the AC Hotel Kingston from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Entry is free. Shop over 60 exhibitors. Art with craft, paintings and photography. Fashion with apparel and accessories. Food with tasty sample offerings of beverages, desserts and more. Come out to Sugar Lifestyle's Art and Lifestyle Expo this Saturday, August the 10th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. All are welcome for free.
Alright guys, the news is in. You are loving MTM on CVM.
And for those who don't know, we are the Mitchells. I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tammy.
And you can come along with us on our journey every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Right here, you can see it happening on CVM TV.
Yeah, MTM on CVM.
See it happen, man. CVM man. MTM man. CVM man. See it happen, man. CVM man.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
No more fear of missing out. CVM TV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVM TV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVM TV News to see it happen.
Ready to move. Our athletes are off to Paris to represent Jamaica, land we love. So I would love you to get your pot covers, your vuvuzelas, your horns, your flags, whatever you need, and join us right here on CVM for Paris Podium. Listen, you're going to be getting your daily updates. You're going to be getting athlete updates. Everything that you need will be happening right here on CVM TV. So tell a friend to tell a friend, call a friend to call a family member, tell your cousin, tell your aunt, tell your uncle. CVM is where it's at, and you have to watch us to see it all happen. Très magnifique. Hello, bonjour, comment ça va? Merci beaucoup.
Welcome back to Lead Story. I'm Nika Lewis. You're watching CVM TV, but with us now on Lead Story is Camila Candy Isaacs. Who is this lady? Well, she is a JCDC Festival Song Competition winner, and she is so much more than that too. But joining us to talk about what she is able to do and so much more is Miss Isaacs herself. Welcome, Miss Isaacs.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Indeed, you're most welcome. You've been on CVM before because you joined us on our morning program recently, and we want to talk about the fact that it's only one Jamaica, one CVM, and one Candy.
One Jamaica, one CVM, one Candy. Never two.
Never two. Indeed. Candy, the magazines, the media is buzzing over the fact that you're not just the Festival Song Competition winner this year, but you are the first visually impaired winner of the competition. What is this for you? What does it mean for you?
Being the first visually impaired female winner of the competition, it's a big deal. It's an accomplishment. And not only that, being among 6 females out of all the many festival winners, that also is a stride for me. It just means that perseverance really pays. Persistence, really pays. And, you know, it is no point quitting, because once you quit, you have no chance of winning.
When you heard that you were the declared winner of the competition, what was going through your mind? What did you visualize was happening around you?
I was blank. I went blank. When Jenny says it is a year of history, a lot of history, and then she went on to say it's the year of inclusion, and the winner is Candy. I didn't even wait to hear my last name. I just went blank.
You're giving me chills, Candy. Again.
Say that again?
You're giving me chills again as we show the viewers what happened on that night.
Right. I didn't even know I was waving. It was my sister who said to me, you were waving when you went out. I'm like, what? Was I really? And I remember asking Minister Grange, am I dreaming? Because honestly, it felt like a dream.
Well, you know what? I can only imagine that it would feel awe-inspiring as well, because not only that, but we know now, Candy, that you're more than a singer. You're also an educator. Talk to us about life before the competition and why the competition.
Okay, so I'm a culture baby, as I've said in almost all my interviews, right? So I entered the JCDC's competition in 1996. No, sorry, 1997. Right, that was the first time I entered, and then I got a scholarship from the JCBC to the Edna Manley College, where I did part-time studies. Didn't take that scholarship up until 1998, though, because I had just started Wilmot's. Or I was going to start Wilmot's in September of that same year. All right, fast forward.
Yes.
I've been entering over the years, got a number of gold medals, trophies, and all of that. And then I started teaching people. I taught at Wilmot's for about 2 years. And I also taught at the Ligony Preparatory School, the White Mile Primary and Junior High School, Smurfs Early Childhood Center, and some others, George Headley Primary, right, and the Balmagie Primary School, where I prepared students for the competition. So you know the ropes, so you want other people to have the same experience like you did. And so I prepared students for that. And then in 2021, I entered the festival song competition. It was exciting. My song, though it was the most popular song, based on the public's reaction, it didn't win, but nevertheless, the public thought it was the most popular song. And so I decided this year that I'd give it another shot, try again. Of course, with guidance from the Lord himself, because, he told me, the Lord himself spoke to me to say, look, and to give this a try. And I said, well, God, if it's you talking to me,
So you weren't so sure at first if it was him or not?
I'm never so sure, because you might can tell you all kind of something.
Well, so I gather it wasn't as difficult then.
Right. So I said, God, if it's you talking to me, give me the lyrics by the end of the day. And so I got the lyrics by the end of the day. And so here we are today as the festival song winner, and still teaching.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Candy, difficulty level. Is this the most difficult thing you've ever done in your life or career?
No, it's not. The most difficult thing I've ever done in my life was achieving my degree from the Edna Manley College.
Okay.
Difficult in the sense that there were moments when I felt like throwing in the towel. Now, this is a person who doesn't use the term giving up. That has never been used in my vocabulary, right? And I remember being at Edna Manley, studying for this degree as the only visually impaired person at the time at the college, wanting to just throw in the towel.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Throw in the towel and say, look here, is this really for me? I really don't think so.
But you never questioned it for this competition, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. I mean, yes, I had some down moments. I had some moments when we did just do some first class balling. But I still don't consider it as difficult as attaining my degree from the Edna Manley College.
The song, One Jamaica, what inspired you in that direction? And what were the high points while putting the lyrics together?
I was inspired by God himself. As I said before, I challenged the Lord to say, give me the lyrics by the end of the day. And, speaking with my producer to say, okay, Sydney, this is us. Here's what we're going to do. And I told him what I had. And he says, boy, I can't do the lyrics. Them so now we still know them so wicked, And so while we were recording, all of, usually you would say like one CVM, one this, one that. So I said, okay, one Jamaica. Right? One Jamaica. So he's like, wow, I love this. And then we didn't even come up with it because it's a slang, but you know, the whole one Jamaica, it celebrates oneness. It celebrates unity, you know. It celebrates our togetherness as a country, as a people, you know. Right, and so that line, that particular line,
that was hook.
Yeah, that was my high point in the song.
Okay, well,
where is, you know, one Jamaica, one blessed island, protected by Jehovah's mighty hand. One Jamaica, one blessed country. Our hearts salute triumphant, proud and free. And then we move on to say hello, because we are one Jamaica. We'll go down with the negative and run with the positive. You know?
And we could really do with more of the positives. And so where does Candy go after this? Do you continue in festival competitions, or do you see yourself pulling away from the festival competitions and going more on the international scene to do your individualized music sort of thing?
Well, I cannot answer as it relates to continuing in the festival competitions or pulling away, but definitely taking the international scene. Yes, that's my vision, right? I'm ready for the world.
Indeed.
I am ready for the world. As I've always been saying, Beryl will be no match for Candy. She's ready to take the world by storm. We're coming. Yeah.
Candy, I love your energy, but that's all the time we have.
I must also mention that, you know, we're in the spirit of Olympics. And I recently put out a single written by Joan Andre Hutchinson called You Fill Us with Pride. And, you know, so, and that is taking the world, I must say, right?
It's going for gold.
I think it has gone for the gold already.
Oh, well, tell you what, we're going to have to talk a little more about that single later on in another program, because that's all the time we have. That's Camila Candy Isaacs, Going for Gold. And she has already secured that actually in the JCDC Festival Song Competition. She won for 2024. Thank you so much, Camila Candy Isaacs. That's all the time we have. Do stay with us. The news comes up at the top of the hour with TK Dawkins and Curlin Brown.